If you're anywhere near the AI or developer world, you've probably seen this acronym MCP popping up all over the place. But what it actually means? Well, that's where things get kind of muddy. So let's dive in and clear it all up.
Yeah, this is the question lighting up forums and social media. What exactly is MCP? And you know what? The answer isn't as simple as you'd think, mainly because there's more than one thing people are talking about. Okay, so this is the root of all the confusion. On one hand, you've got the Microsoft Certified Professional, which is this older legacy IT certification. If you search for MCP, you'll find tons of people trying to figure out how to move their old profiles. But on the other hand, you've got the new kid on the block, the Model Context Protocol, and that's an open standard for AI agents. That's the one we're digging into today. So what problem is this new protocol even trying to solve? Well, it all comes down to what developers are calling the AI plumbing problem. And trust me, it's a problem. Basically, connecting AI agents to different tools and data sources right now, it's a total mess. And the origin story, which comes straight from one of its co-creators over at Anthropic, is something I think every developer can feel in their bones. It started with this simple, mind-numbing frustration of just endlessly copying and pasting between a code editor and an AI chat window. You just know there has to be a better way.
And you know, this quote from a user on Reddit just nails it. It perfectly captures the issue. When you're manually wiring up APIs and changing data formats and chaining a bunch of commands together, your whole workflow just becomes this tangled web. Sure, it might work for a little bit, but it's fragile and it is an absolute nightmare to fix when something breaks.
So let's really break down that pain, right? For every single new tool you want your AI to use, you have to write a ton of custom code, this bespoke wiring. These connections are super brittle. They break the second an API gets updated. And when something inevitably goes wrong, good luck trying to find the problem in that tangled mess. There was just no standard, no rule book to follow.
So how do we fix this mess? Well, that's where the Model Context Protocol comes in. And honestly, the best way to think about it is like a USB-C port for AI. It's one single, universal standard that just connects everything. Simple.
So at its heart, MCP is an open standard that basically makes an AI model directly aware of the world around it. It's like a plug-and-play language that lets agents talk to tools, data, and actions, all without that custom, tangled wiring we were just talking about. All right, MCP is really built on three core ideas. Let's call them primitives. The first one is tools. These are just actions the model can take out in the real world. This could be something simple like calling an API, or get this, even controlling a 3D printer. Someone actually did that at an Anthropic hackathon.
Okay, next up, we've got resources. This is all the raw data the AI can get its hands on for context. We're talking files, documents, you name it. And this is absolutely crucial for powerful stuff like RAG, retrieval augmented generation. It's how you get an AI to pull in outside facts to give way, way better answers. And number three, the final piece of the puzzle, is prompts. These are basically reusable templates that you can trigger really easily, maybe with just a simple / command inside your chat app. It just saves you from typing out the same super long instructions again and again. Super handy. So why should a developer actually care? What's the big deal? Well, this slide pretty much lays it out. First, simplicity. It just cuts through that tangled web. Second is interoperability. A tool built for MCP can work with any app that supports it. And third, and this is the big one, is capability. This is how we get to what people are calling true agentic behavior. The AI isn't just a dumb puppet following a script. It can actually think and decide, hey, for this task, I need this tool. That's a game changer.
Okay, that all sounds great in theory, right? But what does this actually look like in the real world? Let's walk through a perfect example, connecting an AI agent to GitHub. And luckily, the team at Microsoft Semantic Kernel gave us a perfect walkthrough. First, your application connects to the GitHub MCP server. Then, it asks for a list of all the available tools. After that, it translates those tools into a format the AI can understand. And then, the magic happens. The AI can now use those tools just by understanding plain English. And just like that, a prompt like this becomes totally possible. You can just ask your AI, in normal language, to summarize the last 4 code commits to a specific repository on GitHub. The AI just knows. It knows it needs to use one of its new GitHub tools to get you an answer. And I mean, just look at the new superpowers this AI gets. It can now list commits, create issues, search for code, read files, and even create a pull request, all by itself, just because you asked it to in plain English. That's the magic of this plug-and-play connection.
But here's the thing that gets really exciting. MCP, it's just the beginning. It's just the foundation for a much, much bigger vision for a future where all AI agents can work together.
Some of the researchers behind this have laid out this incredible 4-stage roadmap. Right now, we're in stage 1 with MCP, just getting secure tool use right. The next stage is ACP, the Agent Communication Protocol, for richer messaging. Then comes A2A, agent to agent, where AIs can actually team up on tasks. And the final stage, ANP, the Agent Network Protocol, could create a decentralized marketplace where AI agents can actually hire each other to get work done. Wild, right?
So what's the end game here? What's the ultimate vision? It's to build an entire web, but for AIs. A secure, open network where these agents can discover each other, coordinate their actions, and collaborate to solve incredibly complex problems, all without a human needing to step in.
So let's bring it back. Why is this protocol getting so much buzz? Why does it change everything? Because this represents a huge shift. From us building simple one-off tools to enabling true dynamic AI autonomy.
And the momentum here is just wow, it's undeniable. According to the team at Anthropic, there are already more than 10,000 developers out there building MCP servers. And you gotta understand, this isn't some big company forcing a standard on everyone. This is a grassroots, community-driven movement.
All right, so let's wrap this all up. If you remember nothing else, remember these key things. First, MCP finally tackles that messy plumbing problem of connecting AIs to the world. Second, it acts like that universal adapter, a USB-C for AI. Third, it unlocks that dynamic, true agentic behavior. And maybe most importantly, it's the critical first step towards a future open web of interconnected, collaborative AI agents.
And that leaves us with one final massive question to chew on. This protocol, it's not just about connecting a few tools. It's laying the groundwork for a world where AIs can discover and work with each other across the entire internet. So what happens when every AI can securely talk to every other AI?